Classical music. That's that Mozart and Beethoven stuff, right? I don't really listen to that stuff. I'm not all that interested. If this is how you feel, man, do I understand. Hello, everyone. My name is Arthur Ross, and I am a professional musician. I've been playing the viola in symphony orchestras, chamber ensembles, and recording studios for many years. On this channel, I talk about music and music performance. I talk about art and its significance to our culture. And I talk about the life and work of the performing artist. In this video, I want to talk about classical music and why most people aren't that interested in it. Imagine this. You go see your favorite artist live in concert. John Mayer, Taylor Swift, 50 Cent, Metallica. After the show, you stand in the meet and greet line, and after an hour and a half of waiting, you're finally face to face with him. You say, "Miss Swift, thank you so much. This was amazing. I've got insomnia, and your show put me right out. I can't remember the last time I slept this good." Can you imagine saying that to them? Like it's a compliment. But this very thing is said about classical music all the time. Even the industry itself embraces the idea as a marketing tool. You've seen the compilation album titles: Classical Music for a Restful Evening, Classical Music for a Good Night's Sleep. Centuries of some of the greatest art ever created reduced to a sleep aid. The thing is, I get it. There have been many classical music concerts I've attended where I have found myself dozing off during those quiet, slow parts. Sometimes I felt like dozing off while I was playing some of those quiet, slow parts. So I understand. But the question is, why is this? You're at a party. Friends and strangers are chatting, enjoying each other's company. Voices are getting louder and the dance floor more crowded as the drinks flow. The music coming through the speakers drives it all, setting the mood. The drums and bass line are pounding. People are singing the tunes familiar to them, even as they forget the lyrics. The drinks continue to flow. And all along, the music acts as driving force, the power behind the ride. A ride away from the concerns of life, away from the pressures of the everyday. The experience is cathartic and intoxicating. But classical music is different. No catchy drum beat, no bass line pounding in your chest, no catchy tune with lyrics suitable for karaoke. Classical music is a subtle art form, an art form of nuance, where the musical story is told through the careful moment-to-moment crafting of sound. Violas with harps, bassoons with clarinets, trumpets with voices. Context and expectation are critical to the experience. How could the subtle blend of violins and flutes compete on a beer and vodka-fueled dance floor with electric guitars and drum machines? No. Classical music is more subtle than that. It requires a more contemplative frame of mind, and therein lies the issue. It can, and often does, elicit in people profound and cathartic experiences. But it requires the proper context. When you judge it based on criteria inappropriate to it, it can't help but fall short. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button below and subscribe. It's really helpful for a new channel like mine just getting off the ground. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'd love to answer them. Okay, back to the video. We're spoiled by the audio and video technology of today. Virtually every piece of music ever recorded is readily available at our fingertips. But in times past, if you wanted to listen to or see music performed, you had to play it yourself, or find someone or a group of someones to play it for you. That wasn't always easy. And because of that difficulty, musical groups were usually small, a few players and singers. The age of the full-scale symphony orchestra, 70, 80, 90 players with a 200-voice choir, is a relatively new phenomenon. And for a while, it was not only an impressive sound, but a sight to behold. But then, the modern world caught up with its stadium-filling amplification systems, jumbo screens, pyrotechnics, and laser light shows. A couple hundred people in tuxedos sitting near motionless on stage can't hold a candle to Beyoncé's live event or an Avengers Endgame. A regular old symphony orchestra just isn't enough of a spectacle anymore. I guess the art form will have to come up with something else to earn people's attention.